Hello! We're excited to show you our native speech capabilities. Welcome back to the English Journey. Today, we are talking about the secret to a happy and successful life, your daily routine. I'm Anna.
And I'm Abel. Most people wait for a big change to happen, but today we will show you how small things done every day can change everything.
That is so true, Abel. You know, I like to think about daily habits like bricks. Do you know what a brick is? A brick is a small block. People use bricks to build houses and buildings. One brick is not very impressive. It is small. It is simple. But when you put many bricks together, day after day, you can build something amazing. You can build a beautiful house. You can build a strong wall. Your daily habits are exactly like that. Each small habit is one brick, and every day you are building your future with those bricks.
I love that idea, Anna. I really do. And I want to be honest with our listeners today. 1 year ago, my life was very different. I did not have good habits. I woke up late every day. I ate unhealthy food. I spent too much time on my phone. I felt tired all the time. I felt stressed. I felt like I was not moving forward in my life. But then I decided to change. I did not change everything at once. I changed one small thing at a time. And now my life is so much better. I feel happier. I have more energy. I am more productive. Productive means I get more things done in my day. I finish my work. I have time for fun. I have time for rest. It is amazing what small changes can do.
That is a wonderful story, Abel, and I think many of our listeners can relate to that. To relate means to understand because you have a similar experience. So today, we want to share with you the daily routines that can help you build a better life. We will talk about your morning, your work time, your health, your evening, and also how to practice English every single day. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's start with the morning. I believe the morning is the most important part of the day. How you start your morning decides how the rest of your day will go. If you start your morning well, you will probably have a good day. If you start your morning badly, it is very hard to fix the day later.
I completely agree. So let's talk about the first thing, waking up early. Now, I know this is hard for many people. Some people love to sleep late, but waking up early gives you something very special. It gives you quiet time. When you wake up before everyone else, the house is quiet. The world is quiet. You have time to think. You have time to prepare. You are not rushing. Rushing means doing things very fast because you do not have enough time. When you rush, you feel stressed. When you wake up early, you do not need to rush.
That was my biggest problem before. I used to wake up at the last minute. I would jump out of bed, skip breakfast, and run to work. I was always late. I was always stressed. Now I wake up 1 hour earlier than before, just 1 hour. And that 1 hour changed my life. I use that hour for myself. I drink water, I sit quietly, I think about my day. I feel calm and ready.
You just said something very important, Abel. You said you drink water. Let's talk about hydration. Hydration means giving your body the water it needs. When you sleep for 7 or 8 hours, your body does not get any water. So when you wake up, your body is thirsty. It needs water. Many people wake up and drink coffee first. Coffee is fine, but your body really needs water first. I drink a big glass of water every morning before I do anything else. It wakes up my body. It wakes up my brain. It gives me energy. Hydration is very important for your health and also for your brain. When your brain has enough water, you can think more clearly. You can focus better. You can learn better. So if you are learning English, drink water first.
That is great advice. I also add a little lemon to my water sometimes. It tastes fresh and clean. Okay, so after you wake up early and drink your water, what do you do next, Anna?
Well, this is where I want to introduce a very interesting idea. It is called eating the frog. Now, do not worry, I am not talking about eating a real frog. This is an expression. An expression is a group of words that has a special meaning. Eating the frog means doing the hardest task first, the task you do not want to do, the task that feels big and difficult. You do that task first thing in the morning. Why? Because in the morning, your brain is fresh. You have the most energy. You have the most willpower. Willpower means the mental strength to do hard things. If you wait until the afternoon to do the hard task, you will feel tired. You might not do it at all. But if you do it first, everything else in the day feels easier.
Oh, I can tell you this really works. Before, I always did the easy things first. I checked my email, I looked at social media, I did small, simple tasks. And then the hard task was still waiting for me. It was like a dark cloud over my day. I was always thinking about it, but not doing it. Now, I eat the frog every morning. I do the hardest thing first. And when it's done, I feel so good. I feel proud. I feel free. The rest of my day is lighter and happier because the hard thing is already finished.
Exactly. And this connects to another important word, discipline. Discipline means doing what you need to do even when you don't feel like doing it. It's not always easy. Some mornings you don't want to wake up early. Some mornings you don't want to do the hard task. But discipline helps you do it anyway. And here's the beautiful thing about discipline. When you practice discipline every day, it becomes easier. It becomes a habit. A habit is something you do automatically, without thinking too much, like brushing your teeth. You don't think about it, you just do it. That's what we want your good routines to become, automatic.
That is a great point. And this brings us to the next part of the day, the work and study time. Many of our listeners are students or workers. They need to focus during the day. But focusing is very hard in today's world. There are so many distractions. A distraction is something that takes your attention away from what you should be doing. Your phone is a distraction. Social media is a distraction. Noisy places are distractions. So how do we focus better?
There is a very powerful idea called deep work. Deep work means working with full concentration on one important task. No phone, no social media, no interruptions. Just you and your work. When you do deep work, you produce better results in less time. Think about it this way. If you study English for 1 hour, but you check your phone 10 times during that hour, how much did you really study? Maybe 20 minutes. But if you study English for 1 hour with no phone, no distractions, you get a full hour of learning. That's 3 times more effective. Deep work is not about working more hours. It's about working with more focus.
I started doing deep work about 6 months ago, and it was difficult at first. My brain wanted to check my phone. My brain wanted to look at messages. But I trained myself. I started with just 20 minutes of deep work, 20 minutes with no phone. Then I increased it to 30 minutes, then 45 minutes. Now I can do 1 full hour of deep work, and I finish my tasks much faster than before. I have more free time now because I work with better focus.
That is wonderful progress, Abel. And here is another important tip. Take real breaks. A break is a short rest between work sessions, but a real break means stepping away from your screen. Many people take a break from work and then look at their phone. That is not a real break. Your eyes are still looking at a screen. Your brain is still processing information. A real break means standing up, walking around, looking out the window, stretching your body, or drinking some water. Give your eyes and your brain a real rest. When you come back to your work after a real break, you will feel refreshed and ready to focus again.
I used to think breaks were a waste of time. I thought I should work without stopping, but that made me very tired by the afternoon. Now I take a short break every 50 minutes. I stand up, I walk to the kitchen, I drink some water or tea, I look outside. Sometimes I do a few stretches. And when I sit back down, I feel new energy. Breaks actually make me more productive, not less productive. Remember, productive means getting more things done in a good way.
You are absolutely right. Now let's move to something that I am very passionate about, health and movement. I believe that moving your body every day is one of the most important habits you can have. And I am not talking about going to the gym for 2 hours. I'm talking about something very simple, a 15-minute walk. Just 15 minutes. That is all you need to start.
A 15-minute walk? That sounds too simple. Can it really make a difference?
Yes, it really can. When you walk, your body releases chemicals that make you feel happy and calm. Your stress goes down, your mood goes up. Mood means how you feel emotionally. If you feel sad or stressed, a walk can change your mood. Also, walking helps your brain work better. Scientists have shown that walking improves your memory, your creativity, and your ability to learn new things. So, if you are learning English, walking can actually help you learn English better.
That is fascinating. I actually started walking every day about 8 months ago. I walk for 20 minutes after lunch. It is my favorite part of the day. I put on my headphones and I listen to English podcasts while I walk. So I'm exercising my body and practicing my English at the same time. It's like getting two benefits from one activity.
That is so smart, Abel. And I want our listeners to understand something important here. You do not need to do intense exercise to be healthy. Intense means very strong and difficult. Of course, intense exercise is great if you enjoy it. But if you do not enjoy going to the gym, that is okay. Just walk. Walk to the store instead of driving. Walk in a park. Walk around your neighborhood. The important thing is consistency. Consistency means doing something regularly, again and again, over a long period of time. Walking for 15 minutes once will not change your life, but walking for 15 minutes every single day for a year will absolutely change your life. Consistency is the key to everything.
Beautifully said. Now let's talk about the evening. The evening is very important because it is when you prepare for the next day and when you let your body and mind rest. I call the evening reset. Reset means to start fresh, to go back to a calm and clean state. Your evening routine resets your body and mind so you are ready for a new day tomorrow.
I think the evening is where most people have problems. After a long day of work or study, people feel tired. They want to relax. And for many people, relaxing means sitting on the couch and looking at their phone for 3 or 4 hours, scrolling through social media, watching random videos, and then suddenly it's midnight and they have not done anything meaningful. They go to bed late, they feel guilty, and the next morning they wake up tired. It's a bad cycle.
You just described my old life, Abel. I used to do exactly that. But then I learned about something called a digital detox. Digital means related to technology, like phones, computers, and tablets. Detox means cleaning out something harmful from your body or mind. A digital detox means taking a break from all digital devices. I do a digital detox every evening. 1 hour before I go to bed, I turn off my phone, I close my computer, I stop watching television. I spend that hour reading a book, writing in my journal, or talking with my family. And my sleep is so much better now. The blue light from screens keeps your brain awake and active. When you remove screens before bed, your brain can relax and prepare for sleep. You fall asleep faster, you sleep more deeply, and you wake up feeling rested and refreshed.
I tried the digital detox, and I will admit it was very hard at first. I was so used to looking at my phone before bed. But Anna is right. After about 2 weeks, I noticed a big difference. I was sleeping better, I was waking up with more energy, and I was feeling calmer in the evening. Now, instead of looking at my phone, I prepare for the next day. I write a short list of 3 things I want to do tomorrow. Just 3 things. That's it. When I wake up, I already know what I need to do. I don't waste time in the morning deciding. I just start. This simple habit saves me time and reduces my stress.
That's a great example of something we should talk about now, the why behind routines. Some people hear the word routine and they think it sounds boring. They think routines take away their freedom. They want to be spontaneous. Spontaneous means doing things without planning. But actually, routines give you more freedom, not less freedom. Let me explain. When you have a routine, you don't waste time deciding what to do. You don't waste energy thinking about small choices. Should I wake up now or later? What should I eat? When should I exercise? All of those decisions are already made. Your routine handles them, and that saves your mental energy for the big, important decisions. You feel less stressed because you have a plan. You feel more confident because you're making progress every day. Routines don't trap you, they set you free.
I never thought about it that way before I started, but now I understand completely. Before I had routines, I felt overwhelmed every day.
Overwhelmed means feeling like there is too much to do and you cannot handle it. I had no plan. I was always reacting to whatever happened. I felt out of control. But now, with my routines, I feel calm. I feel organized. I know what I need to do, and I do it. And because I finish my important tasks early in the day, I have free time in the evening to do whatever I want. Watch a movie, meet friends, read a book. My routines give me more free time, not less.
Exactly. And you know what is interesting? Having a routine also reduces anxiety. Anxiety means feeling worried or nervous about the future. When you do not have a plan, your brain creates anxiety. It says, what about this? What about that? Did you forget something? Are you ready for tomorrow? But when you have a routine, your brain relaxes. It knows that everything is taken care of. Your morning is planned, your work is planned, your evening is planned. There's nothing to worry about. You can be present. Being present means enjoying the moment you are in right now, instead of worrying about the future or thinking about the past. Routines help you be more present, and that is a very peaceful feeling.
I want to add something about mindfulness here. Mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment with a calm and open mind. When I follow my routine, I practice mindfulness. For example, when I drink my morning water, I really focus on it. I feel the cool water. I taste the lemon. I'm not thinking about work or problems. I'm just drinking my water. That small moment of mindfulness starts my day with peace and calm. You can practice mindfulness in any part of your routine. When you eat breakfast, really taste your food. When you walk, really feel your feet on the ground. When you talk to someone, really listen to their words. Mindfulness makes every moment richer and more enjoyable.
That is beautiful, Abel. Now let's talk about something our listeners care about very much, learning English. How can you fit English practice into your daily routine? Many people say, I do not have time to study English, but the truth is, you do not need extra time. You can practice English inside the routine you already have.
This is something I feel very strongly about. You do not need to sit at a desk for 2 hours to practice English. You can practice English while you do other things. This is called passive learning and active learning combined with daily life. Let me give you some examples. When you cook dinner, listen to an English podcast, like this one. When you drive to work or ride the bus, listen to English audio. When you exercise or walk, listen to English music or a story in English. You are already doing these activities. You just add English to them.
Those are excellent examples, and here are a few more. When you brush your teeth in the morning, think of 5 English words, just 5. You can think of 5 words related to your day. Today, I will eat breakfast. I will go to work. I will call my friend. When you take a shower, describe your routine in English. Say it out loud. I am washing my hair. I'm using soap. The water is warm. Nobody is listening. You can practice freely. When you write your to-do list for the next day, write it in English. Instead of writing it in your native language, write it in simple English. Tomorrow, I will wake up at 6. I will drink water. I will go for a walk. These are small actions, but they add English practice to your day without taking extra time.
And here's another great tip. Change the language on your phone to English. This is something many English teachers recommend. When your phone is in English, you see English words all the time. Settings, notifications, messages, apps. You learn English words naturally without studying. At first, it might feel strange, but after a few days, you'll get used to it. This is a wonderful way to surround yourself with English.
I also want to mention something about learning new vocabulary through routines. Every week, choose 5 new English words related to daily life. For example, this week, your words might be consistency, productivity, hydration, discipline, and unwind. Unwind means to relax after a stressful day. Write these 5 words on a small piece of paper and put it on your refrigerator or your mirror. Every time you see the paper, read the words. Use them in a sentence. After 1 week, you will know those 5 words very well. Then choose 5 new words the next week. After 1 year, you will know over 250 new words. That is the power of consistency in language learning.
I love that method. It is simple and it works. And I want to remind our listeners of something important. You do not need to practice English for a long time each day. Even 10 or 15 minutes of focused English practice is very good. The key word is focused. Remember deep work? Apply that to your English study. 15 minutes with no phone, no distractions, just you and your English book, or you and your English podcast. Those 15 focused minutes are better than 1 hour of distracted study. Quality is more important than quantity. Quality means how good something is. Quantity means how much of something there is. Choose quality.
That is excellent advice. And now, I want to end our conversation today with something very important, a message of encouragement for all of our listeners. Abel, would you like to start?
Yes, I would. I want to say this to everyone listening right now. Please do not try to be perfect. Perfection is not the goal. I am not perfect. Anna is not perfect. Nobody is perfect. There will be days when you wake up late. There will be days when you skip your walk. There will be days when you do not practice English. And that is okay. What matters is that you do not give up. One bad day does not erase all your progress. If you miss one day, just start again the next day. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Patient means waiting calmly without getting frustrated. Building good habits takes time. It is not fast, but it is worth it.
I completely agree with Abel, and I want to share one more idea with you. It's called the 1% rule. The 1% rule says that you do not need to change your life in one day. You just need to be 1% better today than you were yesterday. 1% is a very small number. It's tiny. But here's the amazing thing. If you improve by just 1% every single day for 1 year, you will be 37 times better by the end of the year. 37 times. That's incredible. And it all starts with 1%, one small improvement. Today, maybe your 1% is drinking a glass of water in the morning. Tomorrow, maybe your 1% is walking for 10 minutes. The next day, maybe your 1% is listening to 5 minutes of English. Small steps, every day. That is how you build an extraordinary life. Extraordinary means much better than normal, much better than average.
The 1% rule changed my thinking completely. I used to think I needed to change everything at once. I tried to wake up early, exercise, eat healthy, study English, read books, and meditate, all starting on the same day. And of course, I failed. It was too much. I felt overwhelmed and I gave up. But when I learned about the 1% rule, I started small, very small. I changed one thing, just one. I started drinking water in the morning. That was it. After 2 weeks, it was a habit. I did not need to think about it anymore. Then I added one more thing. I started walking for 15 minutes. After 2 weeks, that was also a habit. Then I added another thing, and another. Slowly, step by step, my life changed. Not in one day, not in 1 week, but over several months. Everything was different. And it all started with 1 glass of water.
That story is so inspiring, Abel, and I hope our listeners feel inspired too. Remember, you are already doing something great right now. You are listening to this podcast. You are practicing your English. You are learning about better habits. That means you care about your future. That means you are already on the right path. Do not compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to the person you were yesterday. Are you a little bit better today? Then you are winning.
I want to add one more thought before we finish. Your daily routine is personal. It belongs to you. It does not need to look like my routine or Anna's routine or anyone else's routine. Maybe you are a night person, not a morning person. That's fine. Find the routine that works for you. The important thing is that you have a routine, a plan, a structure. Structure means an organized way of doing things. Find your structure, follow it with consistency, and watch your life change.
That is perfectly said. So let's do a quick review of what we talked about today. First, the morning. Wake up a little earlier, drink water for hydration, eat the frog, which means do the hardest task first. Second, work and study time. Practice deep work, which means focused work with no distractions. Take real breaks away from screens. Third, health and movement. Walk for at least 15 minutes every day. Consistency is the key. Fourth, the evening. Do a digital detox before bed. Prepare for the next day by writing a short list. Fifth, connect English to your routine. Listen to English while cooking, walking, or commuting. Commuting means traveling to and from work. Change your phone language to English. Learn 5 new words every week. And finally, remember the 1% rule. Small improvements every day create extraordinary results over time.
And remember the important vocabulary from today. Let me repeat the key words. Consistency means doing something regularly over a long time. Discipline means doing what you need to do even when you don't want to. Productivity means getting things done in a good and efficient way. Hydration means giving your body enough water. Deep work means focused work with no distractions. Unwind means to relax after stress. Digital detox means taking a break from phones and screens. Mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment calmly. And the 1% rule means improving a little bit every single day.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. We hope this episode helps you think about your daily routine in a new way. Remember, every big change starts with a small step. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start and keep going.
Thank you for listening, everyone. If this episode was helpful, please share it with a friend who is also learning English. We make this podcast for you, and we want to help as many people as possible. Take care of yourselves, build your routine brick by brick, and we'll see you in the next episode of The English Journey.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and do not forget to drink your water.
Goodbye, and remember, be 1% better today. See you next time.